Alright, let's talk about LTX, Lightricks. They have released this 2.3 model, and since then, a lot of IC-LoRA and ID-LoRA. Lots of these add-on technologies that are capable of unleashing these AI models, making them better, more flexible, to scale up with different features on top of their base model. Now they have a lot of LoRAs published officially by them, as well as by the community that have trained the IC-LoRA. We have covered some of that previously, and today I want to talk about this one called the LipDub, because this is really useful for creating content and having characters talking, speaking with different languages.
Let me show you guys what I have been practicing lately.
Essa melhor tarefa por paro iniciera.
As we all know, it's not only English audience here. Even in video content, you will have different audiences. And the LipDub is going to help you use the same character, having the same motions, everything, the video footage. But the only thing changing is the sound and also the lip movement. So for example, it's like this one that I did previously using LTX. It is speaking in English.
This initiative cannot wait any longer. We must act now.
Cette initiative ne peut plus attendre. Nous devons agir maintenant.
The difference between this and after using LipDub? Well, yes. Just by then I translate this to French, and all the movements are the same character. Nothing changed from the backgrounds and the characters. Everything stays consistent. The only thing that changed is the lip syncing, how it's expressing the facial expressions of the lower part of the face, especially to match with the language that it's going to speak. That is a really natural, different way of lip syncing, rather than you just masking the mouth area and trying to make the lips move with another language. So we are going to play around with Lightricks, especially since they have the ComfyUI LTX video. There is an updated custom node, as well as the example workflow for the LipDub, so dubbing is not a new technique, but then, by using it in an innovative way, a more useful way, dubbing with other languages is really powerful stuff. Really good tools that a lot of applications can use daily. So we are going to check out this workflow. LipDub 2-stage distillations. So after you update the ComfyUI custom nodes of LTX, you will be having a new node supporting this feature. It's called the LTX Set Audio Reference Tokens. So what does that mean? It will provide the speaker identity context for the audio generation by attaching the audio reference. And what it does, it will be having the character speaking, but you can use that voice and make it say another speech line basically. And for that, we are going to use the LTX Audio VAE encode. This is all the standard procedure. You know, you got your audio input and you convert that to a latent, and that latent is being sent to here, right now using it as a voice audio reference. So as you can see what I did in the examples that show using this video. Now let's try another video as well. Okay, let's bring this one as an example. I have generated this video before using LTX, and it is like a selfie, talking, speaking. So let's see how we can do this video. So let's try this original video first, and we can apply this in the LipDub workflow.
Okay guys, welcome to paradise. Look at this water, it is insane.
Yeah, basically this video was using the prompt relay before and just image to video. So anyway, let's try this out with this video to play around with. So, I like to use the load video by path, more flexibility that I'm able to just put that folder path here and it starts loading. And let's run this one. But before running this, we gotta check out the workflow. Basically, it is the LTX from their official Lightricks LTX repo. So the styles of connections is going to use what they have in here. The 2-stage processing, the same thing that we have been through a lot of times. Just higher resolutions in the 2nd stage. I have explained that in previous videos, so if you missed that, check that out. And coming to the LoRa, this is something important. This is what we are going to do today. The IC-LoRa LipDub. We're going to load that into this LoRa loader. We don't have to use the latent downscale factor. And as you can see, even in the Add Video IC-LoRa guide here, we are just directly passing the video frames as an image list into this image. as well as we create an empty latent with the corresponding video length, and as well as the width and height here, it's going to be half the size of that video. Therefore, we need to modify something, since our video right now is in a portrait ratio. And so we are going to switch these numbers in a really quick way, so that way we can just run this directly like this. And for the first stage of sampling, this is the sampling cut in half, which is we are using these dimensions passing to the sampler right here. Since this is the distilled version, it is running in 8 steps in here. Lastly, the text prompts. Now we need to do something differently than other normal text prompts, because in here, this is going to be another language that the character is going to speak. You can take a reference from the Lightricks LTX repo. It also has a similar format like this. Just describe which character that is, what language they're speaking, and quote that speech line with that specific language. And that's all you need in the text prompt. So let me change this in a really quick way. So the situation of the character will be in a different place right now, speaking in French. And by doing that, if you need to get the captions of the speech line from the original video, you can use the ASR. Like one of the very simple ones is the whisper model, so you can just load here by clicking the blue button, load on the show text, and you are able to have a transcript from your original video. So wait for that loading, and we will come back soon. So after we got the transcript of your video, and you translate it to the language that you want to put that into, then you can simply paste it on here. And that is it. That's all the settings that you need to do. And before that, I have to make sure we have the Better Upscale here. So we do 2 times upscale here, and yep, we can give it a go. Okay, so I have tried to generate output. One is that I originally just translated the ASR transcript, and it has no those laughing emotional sounds. So let's check it out first, see which one you prefer.
Oh paradis! Regardez cette O, elle est incroyable! Cette O, elle est incroyable! Je ne m'y attendais pas. Ok les gars, bienvenue au paradis. Regardez cette O, elle se rend incroyable là. Je ne m'y attendais pas. Ok les gars, bienvenue.
So although I have not used the add detailer in the upscale method, just using by default what they have, but you can still see the difference of having the emotional sounds and without the laughing. That emotional sounds, which I try in the second time, is that in between those sounds, I add this laughing, which triggers the AI to follow the original video with that laughing sound in between these 2 sentences. And then it does produce that laughing sound. And for the lip syncing, we can put that side-by-side comparison. Let's say we have the original video, and we can see the difference how that sounds like. So you can see the difference between the English one and the French LipDub one. It follows the natural way of how the different language is speaking. Okay, so another example is here that we have 2 persons, and based on these 2 persons, multiple camera switching. Different camera shots, basically. And let's see how we can do it. First of all, I have defined those transcripts and translated them to Spanish. So here we have 2 characters speaking in Spanish. And by that, I define the 2 characters using keywords here, and each of them have their own speech line. And that's how we can use it as a text-to-speech lookalike feature. Basically, LTX is really flexible. You can use it like a text-to-speech avatar, and by doing this way with the LipDub, it will be even more natural for the movement of the mouth and the face corresponding to the Spanish. So again, we gotta put this together for the source and the output video. Let's check out the source video first.
This is my first feature film.
You've got 6 weeks till premiere. That's ambitious.
We're using drones tonight, trust me. Let's make Rocket.
Este es mi primer largometraje. Tiene 6 semanas de estreno, es ambicioso. Esta noche usaremos drones. Confía en mí. Vamos a hacer.
We can identify 2 characters speaking within those different time frames, and the lip syncing, some angles of the camera shot. You can see there's an effect happening for the LipDub LoRa applied. And here's another example. Well, better for showing a longer duration, steady camera of the face, so this result will be easier for you guys to see. First of all, this person here. Again, this is not real footage. This is from LTX, and the source video is speaking in English. and I turn this into Korean. And in here, basically, I put the Korean language, the speech line here. And that is basically based on this speech line for the translation. The most important thing is how this is going to present with another language. The timing of the sentence, whenever the character is actually speaking, follows the original video. That is the important part. So let's check this out here.
Moko said to log it. We finally have the silicon sample on the bench today. Moko said to log it. We finally
로컬 중앙 로고를 기록합니다. 드디어 오늘 실리콘 샘플을 실험대에 올렸습니다.
So as you can see, when the character speaks in Korean, the mouth lip syncing is different. I mean, well, not only the lip syncing, I should say, because nowadays this is natively character speaking. So it should be the facial expressions that have also changed a little to match with the Korean language. So yeah, this is how the differences and the way of LipDub can produce pretty natural results. Although some shading and colors switch at the last frames when you see the videos loop, keep looping in here. But then that's okay, we can fix that with better higher quality sampling steps, etc. And just for testing, I have not turned up the high resolution group right now, so it all depends on the low resolution group to show you guys the display here. Okay, so here's another example, more steady camera way to present, so it's easy to identify how the character is talking. And here I have translated that from English to, this time, German.
You worshipped power, not justice. So I give you truth, written in flame, sealed in ash.
Ihr habt die Macht angebetet, nicht die Gerechtigkeit. Deshalb gebe ich euch die Wahrheit geschrieben und in Asche versiegelt.
So yeah, that is the difference. Although you see a lot of similarity in how the character is talking, but when the timing of the word is being pronounced, it has a little difference in there. And the way that it's speaking, well, although I am not speaking German natively, but when I hear that pronunciation, how the timing is word by word, it does match with the output. Really, cool features that we can enable allow us to go more internationally with our content just by, after we have our video created, and then we can do dubbing for our content with other language audiences. And I will see you guys in the next one. Have a nice day. See ya.
Ok les gars, bienvenue au paradis. Regardez cette ours, elle se rend incroyable là. Je ne m'y attendais pas.